after it was announced that Inside Out 2 would be released in theaters this year, we started thinking about several new emotions that could appear. But then Pixar dropped a surprise teaser at the end of last year showing only one new emotion, anxiety. And then they released this poster, announcing the arrival also of embarrassment, Anwe, and envy. But the best of all was the trailer that came out recently, and it already gave us several theories about what might happen in this movie and how each of these 4 new emotions will be. So come closer because you're on the Cine Lovers channel, your favorite channel for movies and animations. Well, my hype is huge for this second Inside Out movie, and the excitement is through the roof. So take the opportunity and comment #emotion if you're going to watch this movie. Well, since Riley is 13 years old, she's in the adolescence phase. New emotions would certainly arise. Inside Out 2 will debut 9 years after the first film, and even after Pixar said they wouldn't make any more sequels, everyone is crazy to see what they'll deliver to us. And just in this release trailer, Pixar has already managed to convey the essence of each new emotion. So let's start by talking about Anwe. She appears in the trailer all laid back on the couch, very bored, disheartened, and messing with her cell phone. I think she won't even get off that couch. At most, if she gets up, she'll be impatient and just with her head down, sulking. And you might be wondering, how will Anwe control Riley's mind at any given moment if the control panel is in the center of the room? Will she need to walk over there? Will she get off the couch? And the answer is no. Anwe won't need to get off the couch and walk over there to mess with the panel, because Pixar was so clever that they gave her a cell phone. With this cell phone, she will be able to control the control panel. And you can see a preview of this in the trailer. Notice that some buttons on the panel move by themselves, without anyone touching them, and shortly after they turn Anwe's color, that's how she'll do it. Anwe is bored. Thinking like this, it will be easy to control Anwe. Unlike Sadness in the first movie, Joy asked Sadness to do something or stay in a corner and she couldn't. She always did everything the opposite. But if that happens with Anwe, just take the cell phone out of her hand. That's it, because she wouldn't get up to get the cell phone. For her it would be like, I don't care. Next is embarrassment. This big guy who arrived super embarrassed. A cool detail about him is that embarrassment is wearing a hood, giving that impression of hiding. Like when we feel embarrassed, we want to cover our face anyway. And so much so that in the trailer, after Joy says that his hand is all sweaty, he gets even more embarrassed and even shows his butt to be even more embarrassed. Poor guy. He must be anxiety's henchman. It's obvious that anxiety will be the villain of the movie, or one of the villains of the movie. And in the trailer you can already see that embarrassment will follow orders, in this case from anxiety, who says that the 5 basic emotions don't deserve to be there in charge of Riley's mind anymore, and in this the embarrassment embraces the 5, as if it were a kidnapping, and in the next scene they are inside a jar, repressed. But you can see from embarrassment's face that he's not happy about collaborating with this. He's really embarrassed about his actions. What was also noticed is that Sadness liked embarrassment. We just have to see if he will reciprocate. Actually, I don't even know if he will say anything, maybe a line or 2, but for me it will be more in sounds and screams. But it would be nice to see Sadness and embarrassment in a romantic mood. If you also want to see, leave your like to strengthen this beautiful love. Pulling the hook for anxiety, this one was the first of the 4 new emotions to show up. Arrived with about 6 suitcases and will cause trouble in this movie, will cause a lot. She will want to take control of Riley's mind and remove the leadership from Joy, who until then led the emotions, so much so that she expels everyone and locks them in the jar. But she goes way beyond that. Anxiety will recruit an army to work for her. In this scene it shows it very clearly. These guys are drawing non-stop, and they're still filling up on coffee to keep working. And look how interesting. These drawings are possibilities of what can happen to Riley in a certain situation, which is a detail of anxiety. Always thinking about several alternatives of what can happen, and notice that there is a camera pointing at these drawings, which are then transmitted to those TVs. These cameras are like a filter to make the drawing on paper look like real life, as if they were dream filters, which appear in the first Inside Out. Anxiety will want to have control over everything and everyone, and she won't stop until someone stops her, which in this case must be Joy with her gang. I'm just imagining anger in this situation. The guy was banned. command turned into a repressed emotion. The guy will want to beat the crap out of someone. Well, envy is left. She will also cause trouble for Riley and for the other emotions, because I don't think envy will just be envious of material goods, like, oh, what a nice bag, what a wonderful outfit. She will make a mess. And here's another theory. Who wants to take control of Riley's mind and expel the 5 basic emotions is anxiety. But for her to do that, someone had to have that idea before, and I don't think that idea will come from anxiety herself. Who should plant that idea for anxiety is envy. She will be like, what do you mean only joy is in charge? What do you mean only the 5 basic emotions are important? Someone needs to do something. Someone. And that's where anxiety will start doing what she's going to do. If you agree, tell me in the comments. Following this, envy will be like a villain too. Will arrive all cute, complimenting everything and everyone, and at the first opportunity will pit one against the other and cause a big mess. I just know that this movie is definitely one of the most anticipated of the year and will be one of the highest grossing ones. The story is very good. So far the trailers haven't given away any spoilers. The animation is too beautiful. It surpassed the first movie in this aspect of animation quality, and for a few weeks Inside Out 2 and Despicable Me 4 will be playing at the same time in theaters. Man, this is going to be epic. I just know I'm going to watch both. So much so that I even made a video about 22 secrets you didn't notice in the Inside Out 2 trailer. Click here to find out everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next Cine Lovers.